Um, I am a retired teacher, science teacher. After 36 years, I decided to let it go. um, and I have plans to go to Italy someday. And this is kind of like a little hobby of mine, is to study the Italian language and uh, to be able to read and listen and speak and communicate in Italian. Well, it really gave me inspiration to keep going with this. Learning a language, sometimes does get frustrating, and you read something and you have to look it up and you're always on, with the reference and trying to figure it out. But this really inspired me because people in the class have either been to Italy or are going to Italy. So it's very inspirational, to work as a group, and keeps me going. It just keeps you going. Well, you get more details. There's only so much you get from an app, but in this class, I learned a little bit more details, even just learning the alphabet. You kind of fill in places where working with an app, or even just working with people that speak Italian, you miss things. So this class kind of filled in a lot of the gaps and spaces that I wasn't getting from the other things that I was studying. So yeah, it filled in a lot of things for me. Oh, that really helps me to understand something that I read or I was listening to. I'm like, oh, okay, that's a verb. Now I can recognize all kinds of verbs. And it's just easier, to learn the language that way. So it definitely filled in a lot of the gaps for me. Well, just the ability to be able to communicate where you're at. I mean, obviously you go to Italy, they're all speaking Italian, and to better understand what's going on around you is like a total plus, a total advantage. And it would just make your travels to Italy so much more rewarding and happier. I mean, like, that you would be able to communicate, especially if there was some kind of an emergency or you needed to tell someone something, or this obviously is the way to go for sure.